Good day. My name is Alex Dewar, and today I'll be presenting how I created the model of the brain out of Play-Doh and reflecting on what I have learned from this assignment, the questions I still have on the neurological muscle, and how this assignment on the brain interested me and made me ponder upon how this one aspect helped me with my mindset growth. There are three main aspects I have learned about the brain while building this model, which includes the brain anatomy, brain function, and the understanding of the brain, and how it allows for future teachers to understand what their students are thinking, and how the brain works to allow for teachers to figure out a way to help each and every student in their own way, according to how the student copes with different aspects of studying. This assignment definitely helped me understand everything that goes on in my brain, but the actual anatomy and layout of the brain had me more interested. Building a model of the brain out of Play-Doh allows you to explore the basic anatomy and understand the different lobes and where they are in proportion of each other. This assignment also allowed me to understand exactly where each lobe is in the position of the brain. The function of the brain is an intriguing subject to learn about, and I found it extremely interesting to study and understand the functions of it. The two most important functions of the brain are sensory and motor functions, and memory and learning areas. The sensory and motor area includes the brainstem, occipital lobe, and cerebellum. The brainstem controls breathing and heart rate. The occipital lobe has to do with one's eyesight. The memory and learning areas include the cerebellum, frontal lobe, and parietal lobe. The cerebellum controls a person's balance and coordination. The frontal lobe controls thinking, memory, and movement, and the parietal lobe of the brain controls language and touch. The understanding of the brain by the teacher is one of, if not the most important part of teaching. Teachers who understand the brain fully understand exactly what a student is going through and are able to help a student get through their problems or struggles easier. This allows for the teachers to give advice or specific help based upon each student's needs. The understanding of the brain improves the quality of projecting instructions for a task for the learner's specific needs. Effective communication allows for teachers to be able to create lesson plans and actively engage with students if they correctly understand the function of the brain based upon their students in the class. Two of the most interesting questions I have about the brain are how it is able to recover after an injury and exactly how different diseases occur. The brain is able to heal itself, and the process of healing itself is interesting in regards to how the axons and neurons work together to be able to heal damaged tissues. After an injury, nerve cells, also known as neurons, in the brain can send out new branches called axonal sprouts. These sprouts can form connections with neighboring neurons or take over the functions of damaged neurons, passing by the injury site and restoring lost functions. When a specific area of the brain is damaged due to injury, other nearby or undamaged regions can often take over some of the functions of the injured area. This process involves the strengthening and rerouting of existing neural connections. For example, if a stroke damages the speech center in the left hemisphere of the brain, other regions in the right hemisphere may take on language processing tasks. The brain can have multiple diseases, and the two that interest me the most are how tumors are formed and how Alzheimer's occurs. Brain tumors, both benign and malignant, can occur in different parts of the brain. They can cause symptoms by putting pressure on surrounding brain tissue or by damaging it. Brain tumors can occur randomly with no causes or warning with any symptoms through the cells of the brain. Alzheimer's is the second disease that interested me the most. Alzheimer's is a very interesting topic with regards to doctors not being able to determine the exact cause of how Alzheimer's occurs, and the research behind it intrigues me to do my own research to understand different point of views of doctors to help me understand, because my grandmother being diagnosed with Alzheimer's. The most mentioned reasons for this disease being said by doctors is environmental factors, lifestyle, and genetics. An aspect that I found interesting while doing this assignment has to be the way your mindset can change everything in your life, and we will never understand how a strong mindset has such a massive role in the things we do in our lives. The way the brain works to allow for you to continue doing things or activities you find difficult interests me to do extra research about the brain. And the time spent doing this has really helped me understand my brain better and exactly how it works in my everyday life. This can help me with my learning and providing myself with extra information to allow for me to achieve higher grades in the degree that I am doing. In conclusion, my creating a model of the brain out of Play-Doh has been an exciting and intriguing experience. Through this assignment, I have gotten more invested in the function of the brain, gaining insights into its anatomy, and the impact it has on teaching and learning. In sum, building a model of the brain out of Play-Doh has been an eye-opening experience. It has enriched my understanding of the brain's anatomy and functions. It also highlighted the significance of teachers' knowledge of the brain and greatly increased my curiosity about brain recovery and diseases. Most importantly, it has emphasized the role of mindset in our lives, a life lesson I will carry with me as I continue to explore the experiences of the human brain and its impact on our everyday experiences.